In this video, I'm going to cover the one follow-up rule that will double your referrals. Most agents think following up has to do with staying in touch. Well, it's not. Follow-up is about how people are remembered and how people remember you. Referrals, they don't come from frequency. They come from relevance. And once you understand this, everything about your follow-up game, it's going to change forever. Let's talk about why most follow-ups actually fail. Most follow-up systems, they're simply reminders. They're check-ins, touching base, just following up. Those messages, although they're well-intended, they're absolutely non-emotional. They don't hit the mark, and quite frankly, they may as well be invisible. They don't stand out, they don't create emotion, and they certainly don't answer a client's question of what's in it for me. Ultimately, they don't strengthen the memory. People don't refer to agents who check in the most. They refer the agent who made them feel supported and seen. I want to first introduce you to the one rule. It's super clear, super simple. Here's the rule. Every follow-up must reconnect to a previous context. Context is what turns communication into a relationship. Context says, hey, I remember your situation. I remember what mattered most to you. I remember where you were in your life when we were last connected. When context is present, trust, man, it deepens. When context is missing, follow-up feels empty calories. It feels transactional. So what does context look like in real life with our follow-up? Context, it's not complicated. It's simply referencing a conversation from a few months ago. It's about asking something that's very specific to a time, a memory, or a situation you both shared. It's also acknowledging a milestone, a change in life circumstance, or ultimately a concern. Even a one-liner context can separate you head and shoulders above all other agents. Remember the old adage, team, people may forget what you said, but they're not gonna forget how you made them feel. I have a client, he was doing consistent follow-ups. He was organized, he was structured, boom. He was on a routine. His systems were going out immediately, effectively, efficiently, and without question. His systems were on point. He was doing all the right things, but his referrals, flat. What did we have to shift? We had to shift the context. We didn't increase his volume. We changed his message just very slightly. We improved the context quality. Instead of a generic check-in, every message referenced something real, a family detail, a career change, something hyper local to their specific area. And guess what happened? Well, you can probably guess it. Within months, his business increased. And not because he followed up more, but because his follow-up mattered more. It mattered more to his client. And look, team, it's really simple to understand why this works. From human nature, think from your own experiences. The brain will prioritize that which feels important and personal. Context, it triggers recognition. Recognition, it builds trust. And trust, that leads to advocacy. Ultimately, referrals. When someone feels remembered, they feel valued. And people talk about those who make them feel valued. Why? Because it feels good. And for the naysayers watching this is not manipulation. This is simple, basic human connection done at a very high level. So how do top agents, how do they remember it all? How do they have high context, high touch, outreach asking for referrals? Well, first and foremost, they don't rely on memory alone. They capture the context intentionally at the time that it happens. Notes, tags, details in the CRM, just simple reminders in the CRM. And this isn't done to automate the relationships, it's done to protect the relationships. Look, our minds get full with so many things, important details, things that are important to our clients, birthdays, house anniversaries, work anniversaries, things that they had to say with, what mattered most to them in their particular area. Imagine working with multiple clients, multiple leads, multiple follow-ups. We can't remember all this. So we need to capture these details at the time that they are received and put them in our CRM. And it's important to note, these systems, they don't replace care. In fact, they show a high level of care that, hey, I care about you enough that I'm going to take the time to listen to what you're having to say. And because I know me, I'm probably going to forget, or I have 20 million things going on in my mind. I'm going to capture it and I'm going to write it down because it's that important to me. Now, some common mistakes to avoid when we're trying to increase our contextual outreach is one, not starting because we think it takes too much time. It doesn't take too much time, team. Starting over and over and over again, that takes too much time. Sure, it takes a little bit more effort on the upfront, but it takes a whole lot less effort over the long term. Generic follow-up requires constant repetition. Context follow-up, it compounds upon itself. And remember this, one meaningful interaction is more valuable than 10 empty transactional interactions. Look, I've been training agents for over 20 years. The ones who last, the ones whose business grow, they don't chase referrals. They earn them. They play the long game. They build their reputations rooted in trust, not in volume. And why does this work? It works because it operates within the rule of basic human communication and connection. It's how we as people actually relate. So if you want more referrals, don't say more, remember more, reconnect to the context, communicate with intention, and let relationships compound naturally. That's how a referral business is built. If you want some systems that help you track your context and help you grow your referrals, there's some systems, some strategies, some solutions linked down below. There's actually 2 links. One is to my toolkit/toolbox, and the other one is to the Real Estate Academy Hub. Both of them are extremely valuable for your business, so I suggest taking a look at both of them. Join the Academy Hub. Be sure to join the Real Estate Academy Mastermind Hub, and then take a look at the resources. Find that which is applicable to you and your business, but at the end of the day, just get out there, get after it, get it done, and grow your business. We'll talk soon, everybody. Bye-bye.